There has been a mass exodus of Christians from the Middle East. They are fleeing genocide and persecution from ISIS. Context spoke with Johnnie Moore, author of Defying ISIS, to ask what response is needed to this crisis.
I think we need common sense solutions. That's what we need. We need compassion that is sensible. We need both. I'm an advocate of Christians, right? Providing special treatment to Christians because I believe they face a special threat. Like, by the way, Hillary Clinton believes now that Christians are facing genocide. Like, all the Republican candidates, like all the Democrat candidates, everyone except for the President of the United States and the Secretary of State presently believe that Christians are facing genocide. But as a Christian, I am called not just to care for Christians, but to care for everyone. But we have to do it in a common sense way. And one of the real problems we have in the world right now, not just in our country, is that we're so divided that we can't find our way through the middle. And I think the only solution for these truly complex problems is to find the way through the middle. And so, while I've spent the vast majority of my time working on behalf of Christians, who've faced serious persecution, either sustaining them in the Middle East or evacuating them to other countries. I'm very, very concerned about the way we're sort of taking all of Islam and putting it in one category. And the truth is, we didn't have to be in this situation. Like, it is nonsensical to me that Europe, where I'm sitting right now, hasn't taken border control seriously. Right? You just haven't taken it seriously. And yet, on the same token, it's nonsensical to me that the United States of America still doesn't take border control seriously. That doesn't mean I don't like Mexican people. It doesn't mean I don't like Muslim people. I mean, for goodness sakes, all of my work on behalf of Christians in the Middle East started with a Muslim king asking us to help them. I'm all for the best of faith, the best of Islam against the worst of Islam. But we have to be sensible. And that's why, when after the Paris attacks, I was an advocate of temporarily pausing the refugee entrances into the United States. And the reason why I took that position is because I just knew Democrats and Republicans would be forced to stop it. And so I was begging and pleading that it would be temporary because I thought it was totally sensible to evaluate the process, take 6 weeks to do it, then open it up again. But because we didn't behave in a common sense way, God knows what's going to happen. We might not have anybody, come into the country. And so in a nutshell, with the refugee crisis, we need intelligent compassion, common sense compassion, or we are going to see yet again the bad guys taking out the good guys. But this time it's going to be in our own backyard. And that's really terrifying. I mean, right now, I'm in Eastern Europe. I'm having a very difficult time getting any more Christians into Eastern Europe because of the reputation refugees have because of some of the refugees that have caused problems on this continent. So the Christians are now suffering again, but they're not suffering the Middle East. They're not receiving compassion because we haven't behaved in an intelligent way. We need compassion, the highest degree of it, but we need to be incredibly, incredibly intelligent about it. And that demands that we put our partisanship aside and actually think through these issues and cooperate. And to be frank, I'm quite pessimistic it's even possible these days.